Welcome to today's video. Today, we are going to share more about the recently published Singapore Asia Taxonomy and its implications. Let's start with explaining what the Singapore Asia Taxonomy is and its objectives. The Singapore Asia Taxonomy, developed by the Green Finance Industry Task Force, is a classification system that uses science-based technical screening criteria to categorize economic projects aligned with Singapore and the region's environmental objectives. It focuses on 5 main objectives: climate change mitigation, climate change adaptation, protecting healthy ecosystems and biodiversity, promoting resource resilience and circular economy, and pollution prevention and control. The taxonomy will evolve over time to align with the latest international standards and practices. The taxonomy adopts a traffic light approach for classification. Projects are categorized as green, amber, or red. Let's take the real estate sector as an example. For the construction of new buildings in Singapore, if the building attains a BCA Gold Plus or Platinum certification, it can be considered a green activity. New buildings are already green or can be environmentally sustainable. However, for existing buildings that can be renovated or retrofitted, they may fall into the amber category if they can show a minimum of 30% reduction in emissions or energy consumption by 2030. Even if they don't meet the Gold Plus standard. The amber category focuses on significant progress in transition, with a firm sunset date by 2030. Projects in this category should either be reclassified as green if they meet the necessary standards by then or move to the red category if they are no longer eligible. This traffic light system serves as practical guidance for market participants, such as corporates, financial institutions, investment managers, regulators, and other stakeholders, to identify and allocate capital to green and transition activities more effectively. The criteria developed in the Singapore Asia Taxonomy reference the latest thinking from Singapore, ASEAN, EU, and international standards. While the taxonomy aims to be generally interoperable with other major taxonomies, some aspects may be tweaked to be relevant to Singapore specifically. For example, Singapore will rely on natural gas for more than half of its power generation needs by 2035, whereas Europe is increasingly relying on renewables. The Singapore Asia Taxonomy takes these regional differences into account. Overall, the intention is for this taxonomy to be used by stakeholders not just in Singapore but regionally and globally as well. There are several trends and initiatives we can expect for different stakeholders. On the regulatory front, the taxonomy will provide more consistency in reporting, standardizing the definition of green activities. This will also make it easier for investors to evaluate green investments and protect against greenwashing allegations. For banks, there will be more alignment in defining eligible green and transition projects. Additionally, the taxonomy encourages banks to align their lending portfolios with the taxonomy's criteria, which can lead to a shift in capital towards sustainable projects. This will support the transition to a greener economy. For businesses, the taxonomy provides a clear framework for identifying and categorizing sustainable activities. It can help them assess their own projects and align their strategies with sustainability goals. It also enables them to tap into green financing opportunities and attract investors who are increasingly focused on sustainable investments. Investors will benefit from the taxonomy as it enhances transparency and comparability of green investments. It provides them with a common language and a standardized framework to evaluate the environmental impact of their investments. This can guide their decision-making process and facilitate the allocation of capital towards sustainable investments. Overall, the release of the Singapore Asia Taxonomy will contribute to the growth of sustainable finance and investment in the region. If you enjoyed this video, Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to comment and let us know what you would like us to cover in our next video. See you next time.